Now, are we trying to develop a common vision? Do we all agree on the destination we're trying to get to, and we're trying to figure out how to get there, or are we still trying to figure out what the destination should be, or are we all trying to get to different destinations?
I think a lot of what we're trying to do is not leap too quickly to identify specific destinations, but actually share our intentions. That aligning intentions is an important thing to do.
So if we put it all on the table, the best vision that embraces the best elements of each will kind of spontaneously emerge from it?
I think people see patterns and they resonate with each other's ideas. I don't think it spontaneously emerges so much as it gets acclaimed by people who, oh yeah, I agree with that, and I'd like to support that, and how can I help?
It's interesting that you were making this gesture of putting things on the table and having it emerge. What cognitive scientists are discovering around visualization and also other things is that what you intend and what you're looking for actually drives what you see. And so, as you were saying, bringing in pictures, and I was working with a group of Army generals who were talking about what the future military strategy was. And we began the meeting by having everybody stand in a circle, a bunch of pictures on the ground, just pure images, and each person was asked to just pick one that they responded to. And they picked up the image and introduced themselves with this. It was an amazingly different way to start than the normal tape-recorded introduction of name, rank, and serial number. So there's something about laying things out combined with what's your intention for the meeting.
You can see more connections.
Yeah.
If everything is now, I understand that there are also some very practical ways to use this visualization technology. For example, you're involved in some work with the government on planning disaster relief for places like Haiti with its recent earthquake.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, actually, I'd like to show you that picture I showed you at the very beginning, because that was taken in that meeting. And this is I wanted to basically show you here how we worked. We were in a big U shape that goes around here like this, and there were about 12 people. And these were the top logistics officers for the Coast Guard, FEMA, Department of Homeland Security, Department of Defense, things like NORCOM, AFRICOM. And the extent of the challenge in Haiti, and then followed by the Gulf oil spill, basically all of these agencies have very sophisticated logistics operations with very developed processes and very developed languages, but they're all different. And what the current administration is saying is, why can't we work with the whole of government and respond to these things a little better? Now, what's raising the bar is that, particularly, for instance, on the Horizon spill, people are tweeting right off the beaches as to how fast the booms were getting there. And that's going right back to the White House, and the White House is saying, what's happening? So logistics is now moving to the forefront of the political hot seat, where it used to be kind of behind-the-scenes operational. So these people are saying this is actually an opportunity. It's, as certain people say, crisis is opportunity.
Yes.
Why don't we see if there's a process that can integrate across our different agencies so that when one of these things happens, we have a playbook or a framework. So that's what we're working on. And the way we did it was we had 2 very large meetings. And you'll notice in this particular one, there are sticky note charts here. There are charts all the way around. There are charts up in front. We basically were creating prototypes and concepts all during the 2 days of how this could possibly be. And this is going to roll up into an actual poster of the whole of government logistics. A partner company called The Clearing is working with the Grove in Washington on this.
I think when you get to these very complicated logistical matters where each group has their own kind of silo or way of doing things, I like to think of visualization as a Trojan horse that comes in and breaks down the walls so that we can start to see, okay, well, here it is on the map. Where's your water? Where's your stuff? How do you bring the trucks in? How do you take a hospital in? Where's the access to food? It makes it far more real. You cannot ignore it in a 40-page memo. You can actually see what's missing, and then somebody can say, I can bring it.
An example from this meeting of the Trojan Horse phenomenon was you normally begin strategy work by looking at the current situation and trying to determine how much urgency there is about change. Because if there isn't a need to change,
Yeah.
people won't.
Yeah.
So necessity is what really drives it. We
So,
only have about a minute left, or even less, so we'll have to wrap very soon. But do you see this kind of technology, this ability of using computers and graphics to really change the way people think, so that they visualize the whole world and see all the dynamic forces that drive life in a different way, in a more powerful way than before?
I might jump in here. Relationships. I think visualization brings to the fore the importance of relationships between people. And in a global world, this is what we should be concentrating on.
Okay, and on that
I
note,
agree.
we are going to have to wrap up because we are out of time, even though I'd like to talk longer. I'd like to thank my two very distinguished guests, David Sibbet and our own Maylin Fung, co-producer of Future Talk. Thanks to both of you for coming. Thank you for watching. Visit our website, www.futuretalk.net. I'm Marty Wasserman, and we'll see you next time.